What's going on, everybody? Amer the Hammer here. Today I'm going to show you how to do a cable crunch correctly. So this is one exercise that I see performed wrong on a very regular basis, and it's human nature to do so. So I'm going to show you how to do it properly. You're going to get the job done correctly and efficiently. So let's get to it. The only thing you need is a cable setup and the ground. That's all you really need. Now the first thing to note is that you don't want to have the weight too light, and I'm going to show you why. So we're gonna put the weight very light. You wanna have a heavy enough weight that you're resisting your own body weight, that's why. So what happens when the weight is too light? You're not putting as much resistance. You're using a lot more of your hip flexors to do the exact same movement because you can, right? You see how it's very easy for me to just come down, right? It's a very pointless exercise at that point in time. And another thing to note is that I'm facing towards the machine rather than away from the machine. We always want to face it towards, that way we can get the length to come down and pull it down, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to raise the weight up, okay? And we're going to bring our knees as far back as possible. So a lot of people will do it very close to the machine, right? If I'm very close to the machine, it's all my hip flexors. As soon as I come down, it's only flexing at my hip. Look at that movement, right? No abs are being engaged there. Just the top two are being engaged, nothing else. The bottom four are not being worked at all. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back as far as we possibly can. We're gonna keep our elbows in front of us, our hands in front of us. And as you can see in my voice, you can hear it in my voice, just because I move back, you can hear that tension on my abs. You can hear it in my voice that my abs are being worked a bit more. So what I'm doing there, I'm trying to bring my forearms to touch the ground. I'm breathing out on every contraction, and the rep range that I'm aiming for is about 15 plus. So when you're doing your abs, you want to do a higher rep range. When you're doing a low rep range, you're not going to get growth out of your abs, guys. Your abs don't grow like the rest of your muscles do. So we want to work at a higher rep range, really fill that area with blood, and keep the calories burning and get sweating, right? So constantly breathing, and make sure you have that tension on the abs. Move your knees back, move your feet all the way back as far away from the machine as possible. That is the most important thing, that you're not using your hip flexors and you're using your abs, your six pack, your rectus abdominis, these muscles right here. Now I'm going to show you a little tip that we can hit these muscles on the side, so our intercostal muscles. And a lot of people want to know, how do you develop those muscles? How do you get those lines coming in and make it all ripped so you have a nice core, not just a nice six pack? I'm going to show you that too. So this requires a bit less weight because we're doing one side at a time. Now, it's almost the exact same thing, except what we're going to do is we're going to put our knees on a 45-degree angle away from the machine. So the machine's right here. Instead of facing it, I'm going 45 degrees away, and I'm going to grab it with one hand, the other hand, I'm going to put it right on my other hand, right? So I'm grabbing my wrist with the other hand, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, coming right down, touching the ground, right? So I'm holding my wrist. And what I'm really focusing on when I'm doing that is flexing these muscles here. What you can even do if you want to do it with one hand is you can even hold your muscles here. You can even hold your side and feel the muscles being worked. That's very important that you feel it being worked. So really just come down, touch the ground. It's the exact same thing as doing it from the front. You just shifted your knees at a 45-degree angle, still doing the constant breathing, the constant flexing of your abs, and now your core, and that's how you're gonna develop a nice core, guys. So it's not just about having that six pack, because a lot of people can have that. A lot of people, we all have it developed, but to really develop those muscles on the side, that's what's gonna give it an impressive physique. So try it out, let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.